I was given a case study, and at the end of it, they told me it was real, and it knocked me back big time, and I said, more help is needed.
You're listening to The Morning Show with Kathryn Thomas on Dublin's Q102. Now, there are about 6,000 children in Ireland in care, and 75% of those are in foster care. There is a huge demand to get more foster carers, which will allow children to live in a loving family home. And two people who have done just that are Grace and Gordon, who saw their family grow from 4 to 7 in the space of just 3 months. Lads, lovely to have you with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good now. So guys, tell us a little bit about yourself. Grace, I'll come to you first. Tell us a bit about your family before you started fostering.
Yeah. So before we started fostering, I was working full time. I was always kind of in a career with children. So I always thought, I suppose, I'd more to give. And like that, we were rushing and racing, everything was so busy. But I said to Gordon, look, we'll apply and we'll see, what happens. So that's really what happened.
And what age were your kids? You've 2 kids.
Yeah, so at the time they were 14 and 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously that's something that you have a conversation with them about as well.
Exactly. We had to make sure they were on board from day one, and they thought it was a great idea. So we said, look, we'll apply and see what happens.
Yeah.
And
was fostering always in the back of your mind as a couple?
I was always, I turned 40 there in September. So I'd say from the age I was 13, I thought someday I'm going to do that. And, I'm going to try and have a house that's big enough that everyone would have their own room.
Right.
So we moved, and that's what happened. We renovated the house and we had the room. So we thought, look, now is our ideal opportunity, to apply. Yeah.
And Gordon, tell us about the process then to apply, because I'm imagining it's very stringent, it's very tight.
I remember back in, it would have been 2012. We were living in Eden Area at the time, and we applied, but we didn't have the room. So we only had a 3-bedroom semi-detached house, so there is restrictions for fostering. So when I finished up my career in 2021, we moved out of Eden Area and we got a bigger house, obviously renovated. So we started the process all over again. So we were lucky enough, we applied through Orchard Fostering, and we met 2 lovely ladies, Sadie and Aisling, and they came out, and from there, process was simple, straightforward, there was no issue. If you had any queries, the 2 girls are there, from Orchard, step by step. Now, it is a long process. There's no ifs and buts about it, and they go into every detail of your entire life, all your background, your experience, and obviously where you live. And it was just, before we knew it, a year had gone by, and then we were told we were getting children, but going through the Fostering Association of Ireland, it's absolutely amazing. They don't hold anything back. To tell you whether you qualify or you don't qualify, I can't fault it, but it is a long process, but it's for all the better.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at, because I know very little about fostering, and I mean, it's adoption that you kind of hear more about. For fostering, you have to be over the age of 25, you need a spare bedroom, full driver's license, flexibility in your working arrangements. If you're fostering as a couple, you need to have been together for 3 years and living together for at least 1. If you have your children, your youngest child must be 3 years old. So there's lots, obviously, that goes into it. And, I'm just thinking back, when we were having trouble having our own family, myself and my husband, we actually went to an adoption meeting ourselves years ago, and I remember sitting in Tusla with all the other couples, and that was because I just knew that we as a couple wanted to have children. And for me, I suppose I never thought about fostering because the emotional idea of having to give them back, Grace, that would be, I just don't think I ever let it have as a concept in my mind. So talk to us about that.
Yeah, it would be I'd be probably the most softest person you could ever meet, and that obviously would be a thing that would often come into our mind. How would we manage if we had to give these little girls back, But look, I try not to think about that. I take it each day at a time.
So tell us about the twins, the girls that came to you. You got the phone call. So it was a year-long process, and then
we applied for 1 child.
Okay.
We ended up getting 3 in the space of about 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what
No.
age were the twins?
So the twins were 4 when they came.
Okay.
So like that, they came into the door or in through their front door. It was like they were always there. It was their home, and they were just part of our family from then on.
Wow.
You know,
And then a couple of months later, their sibling.
their sibling came. Yeah, she was exactly 13 days old when she came from the hospital. So that was like getting back into the whole baby thing again, refreshing our memory. But look, we just got back into it and said, look, we're going to give this our best shot.
Yeah. And did you ever think, I suppose you think you'll be lucky if you get one child that you can give your love to and open your house to, and
Exactly.
then all of a sudden within a couple of months
And
you have 3.
3, yeah.
And how has it been? How has it changed the family, Gordon?
Do you know what? We were only in the house less than 2 years, like, before they came to us, and our house became a real happy home. Do you know, like, for example, Christmas just gone. Christmas was back in the house with a bang. Do you know, to hear laughter and joy, and all that excitement of Santi coming, everything, just it makes it worthwhile. Like you see a transformation within a year of 2 small little ladies coming to us, like, and transforming into beautiful little children and being happy and being comfortable. Do you know, knowing that that's their home. That it's money can't buy that. No money can buy it. It's just amazing.
And Grace, as a mother, being able to mother again and open your heart again, that was obviously something that was so innately in you, it seems.
It was. Do you know, like my own mother passed away when I was 13.
Okay.
So I could understand what it was like to grow up without a mother figure. And I thought, you know, I can give something to another child. You know, and like we were lucky to have welcome 3 children into our home. Like every day I feel lucky to get to spend each day with them, to see them grow, and it's just it's amazing.
And you've given up your career. This is
Given
full
up.
time for you
It's
now.
full
So you're
time.
doing the late nights and
Yeah.
you were doing all the nappies. Gordon
Yeah.
is saying he's doing it as well.
Yeah, that's it. But look,
It's a team effort.
Exactly.
Glad you
said that.
You know, and like that we've Tommy and Kay, and they're a huge help.
Yeah. Well, again, I was saying to you, I grew up in a family, like my younger brother is 13 years younger than me. So he had 3 mothers. You know, we all were able to help out and do the night feeds and do the bedtimes and all that. So what advice would you guys give to people who are thinking about fostering?
Yeah, like I would say for them to apply, to ring up today and ask as many questions as you have, and to know that you don't have to be perfect. You know, like we're not perfect by any means, but we do our best. We take each day as it comes, and I think a good routine and a good structure is a great help, massive help. And to talk to your family, I think as well, like that with Tommy and Kay. So we talked to them from day one to make sure they were on board. You know,
And
that's a
it
big
sounds
thing.
like there's a lot of support there within the fostering community as well. Also, financial support
Yep.
Exactly.
is available
There
for
is a huge support
for children
Huge
as well.
support.
Yeah.
You get an email every week to say who's on call. You know, if you have any issues or any queries, like it's like 24-hour help. We're very lucky. We have a girl from Tullamore in Neve, and she connects with us every other day, like to make sure things are okay. Like if we've any queries, go through her. You know, she's a link worker, yeah, and it's amazing. Like,
Yeah, and then
there's
the
love.
training you do as well
Yeah, that.
helps you prepare for it. You know, and then you're given the opportunity to meet other people in the same boat as yourself, which we were very lucky to meet, and we still keep in touch with them. You know, so that's a lot. I think sharing your experiences and talking to other foster carers. You
And
know.
can I ask you as well, because I know you're the children that you are fostering now were very young. They were 4 and 13 days old. Do you outline what your preference is that would work within your family unit? Because there's lots of teenagers out there looking for foster care as well. Or is it just
Like-
you open your door and
Yeah, like if we didn't have teenagers before we applied for foster, and like you said, you have to be 2 or 3 years below your youngest. So Tommy was what, 13 at the time, like, so we could take a 12-year-old down.
right? I get,
get
you.
me?
Yeah,
So,
okay.
If we, like, me and Grace always said, like, if we had the space and the room, we'd take in a lot more. Do you know, if we're millionaires, build a massive house, yeah, you would. We went to City West to do the introduction to fostering, you know, when you apply. And that course opened our eyes big time, like.
As to the need.
The need.
So much need in our country.
You're given like a little test, like, or a project, like you're given a case study. And when I wasn't great. Couples are mixed up, like, to give your opinion on different things. Like, I was given a case study, like, and at the end of it, they told me it was real. And it knocked me back big time, like, and I said, you know, more help is needed, especially in this country. Like,
as I said, 6,000 children in Ireland in care. 6,000, and 75% of them are in foster care. Listen, it sounds like a great house to be in. I would have loved to have been there at Christmas to see it all the madness in action. And if people are interested, as Grace said, just pick up the phone and find out a bit more about it. And you can visit orchardfostering.ie. Grace and Gordon, continued health and happiness and madness. Lovely to chat to you this morning.
thank you very much, Kathryn.